on YouTube. This is the very latest news from Fabulous 103 and the Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. It would be great if you liked and subscribed to us. Due to storm damage from Friday through to today, we've had to carry out numerous repairs and replacements at Pattaya's Fabulous 103 FM. Whilst our transmission was back on quickly on Friday morning, the remaining issue is damage to satellites on our roof used to receive the BBC News live. Despite what some listeners think, the news does come live from London. Currently, we're taking the news feed from the internet. However, that too causes problems due to inconsistent net latency. The BBC was with us over the weekend and is back with us today, and we hope to have the fault rectified soon. The weekend and this morning saw huge floods in our region. At 6 o'clock this morning, the latest storm had flooded out the east side, seeing the railway road impassable for cars, along with the Sukhumvit from Klang through to Chayapruk intersections. Third and second roads and all minor sois in between had the same problem. The floods do clear faster nowadays, but any unwarranted journey is best delayed. At Utapao Airport, adjacent to the Thai military bases, more escapees from the new war associated with Israel and the Gaza area have returned to Thailand, with Thai Air Force flights promised daily that will see all who want to return safely back here by the start of November. 4 more Thais working in Israel are confirmed to have been killed during the Hamas attacks, bringing the Thai death total to 28, with 16 wounded and a further 17 reported abducted. The number now asking for repatriation has risen to 7,500. A 4-year-old child is reported to have got her foot stuck in an escalator at the Bang Na Mall this weekend, though her injuries were not similar to those of a woman who had a leg amputated after an incident months ago in Don Muang. Concern has risen, as it took a while for mall staff to stop the escalator and remove the correct panels to set her free. And it's been recommended that staff in buildings with moving walkways or escalators be all trained on quick-stop procedures. In Suratani, when a farmer legally working land there set up an electric fence to deter elephants, he may not have intended the outcome, but 2 died from electrocution, according to forest teams. It seems the man simply wired the cables up to the mains. The 2 were found twisted in wires, and an investigation is underway. The fencing is common here, as otherwise elephants simply destroy crops, but for them it's their natural habitat since time immemorial. The government satellite agency released images of flooding across the nation that is said to cover around 300,000 acres of land from Ayutthaya up to Pitsanulok and Chiang Mai. Dams are expected to be opened further this week to allow overflowing water from the north to pass through. This in itself will see further riverbank breaches downstream. After a dismal start to the monsoon season this year sees it continuing longer than normal, and rainfall has been extremely heavy. In many areas, military continues to offer assistance and food aid to those affected, and so far no respite for those who've been forced to leave their homes and move into shelter on higher ground. And in Amnat Charon, to the northeast of Thailand, police are currently investigating the double passing of 2 Westerners found with cut throats in their private home. A 47-year-old Swiss man, along with his 40-year-old Moldavian partner, were found by neighbours, and initial reports indicate a pact between the 2. Meanwhile at home, and despite the rain, the city was busy for the long weekend, seeing most venues welcoming larger numbers of domestic tourists. The start of the Vegetarian Festival saw crowds enjoying the fair and entertainment, and malls were very busy. Lower numbers perhaps travelling out to Koh Larn, but otherwise the traffic was proof positive. It's best to avoid government offices today, such as immigration, as they too closed on Friday, so we'll see a tailback today. Saturday saw divers searching an east side small lake after 2 teenagers took a fishing boat out on the water. Allegedly, one swayed the boat from side to side for fun until it sunk. That 14-year-old was beyond resuscitation. The other swam to shore, but by the time he raised the alarm, it was too late. And now is the time to get those red poppies from outlets supporting the British Legion Remembrance Day. From next Saturday they'll go on sale, with the official launch for Pattaya's region at the Queen Vic in Soi 6. That event sees raffles, prizes and more, and welcomes all, whether ex-military or not. The poppy appeal raises funds for distressed ex-military both in the UK and here in Thailand, and supports those of all nations. The city endured severe flooding through the weekend at different times, often leaving flood waters over waist high and roads impassable. Whilst they do clear quickly once the rain stops, we're reminded that with most of the area covered in hardtop of one type or another, there's little in the way of natural drainage, and no drains can cope with 5 inches of rain in an hour or so. And the weather outlook for today, highs of 29 dropping down to 24, storms at any time today or tonight. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.